ccmoore HQ. Got a long old drive, about 4 hours from Nottingham down to the lovely Dorset, where all the farmers are. But that's where we're heading today, and this is the start of a new vlog. It's quite exciting.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
I'm going to finish the singing there because clearly that's not where our talents lie. But yeah, we're on the way. It's a big old trip.
Is it?
It's like 20 minutes down the road from Nottingham to Dorset, from what I've heard. And we're looking forward to it. I'm driving Alex's van, which is exciting.
It's so nice to have a taxi driver.
I am the designated taxi man for at least half of the trip.
Yeah.
And then we've got a few meetings planned for the next couple of days. We're staying over for one night. Got a lot of planning to do for the new year, for 2025, with some new products. It's going to be an exciting one. It's definitely going to be a busy one. But this is the beginning of the new vlog. And we thought we'd start it off with a bit of a special giveaway. I say start it off, you've got to make sure you watch the whole way through. None of this scrolling to the end just to find out when the giveaway is going to be. Somewhere in the video we're going to do a giveaway, so make sure you watch the whole thing. Hopefully you enjoy it and you'll see all the behind the scenes of what we get up to. Hopefully it's a bit more or a bit less of me this time. The last one was far too much of me. But yeah, I'm going to drive, Alex is going to sleep. We're going to have 32 coffees, and that's all I've got to say because I'm pretty tired. I'm quite chirpy actually, aren't I, for the morning?
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Which is good. There we go. Hope you enjoy the video. Keep your eyes peeled for some good old quality banter.
Oh dear. What's going on, driver?
Well, I've been taxi designated driver for the last 12 hours. It feels like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've had a long...
It's been a long old trip.
Well, it's only like halfway through the day, but we've already been up since 6 o'clock this morning. We left at 6.
We left at 6, yeah, so big old trip.
Left old Nottingham, 6
down
o'clock.
to Dorset, where all the tratters are.
Well,
we are here
on the farm.
ccmoore HQ.
Yeah.
About to see the boys and the girls, and we're going to have a few meetings.
There's the unit over there. So yeah,
But for now,
lovely day out here.
I'm going to get out, stretch my legs.
Yeah. Come on, old man.
Old man, I feel like it today.
It's Keith.
Right.
Hey up.
Hey up.
You losing your hair?
Stop focusing on my bald spot. We can see you doing it. See working.
Can't work out who's bolder.
I had a full set of hair before I started working with you, Alex. Give me attention. All I want is attention. Yeah.
You've got to go all the way in there. If you go
Staff photo day today.
No, if you go where
These
Sean
two photographers over here.
push Sean.
Good morning. We are in a hotel. Hey, I always feel like I'm on holiday when I do a little trip like this. But it's time to go meet Alex downstairs, get some breakfast, get back to ccmoore HQ, and have a good day. Here he is.
Hello.
And we're back on the road, aren't we?
Oh, freshened up now.
Freshen up.
Tell you what, I was tired last night. Day full of meetings and all sorts going on. So yeah, just about to go head off and grab a coffee. Maybe even a nice cinnamon bun.
And start the day again.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do some work, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's not normally me.
No.
I'm joking.
He's not. How the devil are you, Keith?
Right.
Here he is. I'm going to zoom right into him. Ooh. The boys. It is an office day and it's a cold one out there. 0 degrees. Snow yesterday. We had snow last night. Freezing. It's not good. If you're out on the bank, fair play to you because it's far too cold for that. So I'm stuck at home, catching up on editing, and got plenty of films coming out over the next few months. We've got lots of stuff lined up, but this is what happens behind the scenes. So it's not just out on the bank all the time. Some of you out there thinking, oh, they're living the dream, they're on the bank, they're fishing all the time. Nah, this is what we do. Doing a film at the moment with Sarah Brown that we filmed a couple of weeks back on autumn winter fishing. That'll be live way before this vlog is out, before Christmas. So that'll give you a bit of context of when this is compared to when the vlog goes out. But yeah, this is what we do. This is what I'm doing. I think Alex's meetings and stuff. Keith will be down in Dorset. He'll be riding trotters. No, he'll be doing what Keith does. But yeah, so I'm going to do some more behind the scenes, behind the scenes, not just when we're out on the bank, what else we get up to. And hopefully that breaks up the fishing cycle content that you'll see in all the other bits and bobs. So yeah, I'm going to show you something in Premiere Pro. So this video is about tips on autumn winter fishing, like I mentioned a second ago. So it's not your conventional in-session film. I met Sarah down at Stanley Lakes and we did the whole film there, but it's based on her approach going into the winter and how she changes her tactics. So this is a generic timeline of what you'll see in the video. You've got a little bit of an opener, a few bits and bobs. None of this has been colour corrected, as you can see. None of that's been done. Bit of drone footage, and then it goes into a nice little title, and then yeah, breaks it down to choosing venues, spot choices, bait choice, rigs, and then especially this time of year when it's nice and dark throughout the majority of your session, making the most of the day. Making the most of your session, because a lot of it's going to be during the night. So yeah, that's essentially what this video is about. I think what I'll do in some of the other bits of vlog, maybe not this one because it's done now, but I'll actually run through what I get up to whilst I'm editing and how I change things and what I get up to, because maybe some of you are interested. There we go. Video is exporting. I say it is, it's still on 0%. Come on.
A few moments later.
Oh, well, that was disappointing. And whilst it's exporting, it gives me a chance to do other bits, some emails, and then start pestering Keith to make some thumbnails, because this will need a thumbnail, and I'll probably get started on the next video. It's a rolling thing. It's more of a reel, isn't it?
So, good morning. I am, of course, a bit windy today. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm on my way over to the rolling department, and we're going to go and have a look at how Kev rolls some pop-ups. Kevstar! Hopefully you can hear me over the pop-up machine. In here we have got, oh, I'll get some focus, there we go. We have got fluoros, these are actually XXX, weight 12mm, so something to look out for in the new year, I think. I think these are coming out probably around late February, early March, I believe. Every fluoro style hook bait begins with a secret pop-up mix recipe. To this, each style of pop-up will have its specific ingredients added. Kev will then mix this base mix with any liquid flavour and preservatives. The resulting paste is then fed into an extruder which produces a rolling sausage. The sausage runs through the rolling plant and gets cut and ejected into the roller system. Rejects are hand picked out and then placed into a rack ready for steaming. Baits are steamed before being dried for 1 to 3 days dependent on the product. And we are just having a new drying room built. So much bigger drying room to accommodate what we need. We've actually got quite a few new hook bait options coming to market, so we needed a new drying room, and yeah, so this is probably twice the size of the old one. So there we go, that's pretty much Kev rolling some 12s, and maybe I'll get in there throughout the week because he does the different colours just to see, so you can see that's how that's going.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning it is as well. We are at North Bank. When I say we, me and Matt and Jake, and I've been doing some product filming yesterday. Gonna crack on with it this morning as well, but I've just had a fish. I wasn't going to do any vlog footage, but yeah, we've got a decent one in the net. Matt had a 30 this morning.
Pretty sure that's bigger than the one I had.
It looks like a decent one, doesn't it? I'm buzzing. Yeah, absolutely chuffed with that. I didn't think I was going to get a bite, and just as we were doing a bit of stuff to camera and sorting Matt's fish out, come back, it's ripped off. Come on. All right. What are we saying, Matt?
Between 30.5 and £30.12.
We'll take that.
£30.10.
Happy days. 30 pounder. Come on. I couldn't really have asked for much better. Proper nice. I'm classing it as winter. We had a really harsh frost last night and it was really, really cold. We're pretty much in December now, so I'm claiming this is my first winter carp. Just under £31. I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. It's not often I catch, well, I don't catch many fish in general, but to catch one over 30 is always an absolute bonus. Yeah, proper chuffed. We'll definitely be back at North Bank at some point because there's plenty of fish in here over the £30 barrier, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Proper buzzing. It's time to get it back. Thank you very much. Pull in. I was literally just, in fact it would have been 30 seconds ago that you'd last see me chatting to camera, and I was just putting that fish back, and as I was walking down the decking, the same rod's gone again, and I think that's just come off. Oh no. I think it has just come off. Right, before I do go, I thought I'd quickly show you the bait that I've been using to complement the rig, and it's super simple. Bit of corn, bit of pro stim, bit of pellet, and some crushed up live system. There's also some tuna dumbbells in there. Nice mix, full of goodness, full of flavour. Gosh. Right, so before, if I can get this straight, before we have to leave because there's some more boys coming onto North Bank, I thought I'd quickly run through the rig that caught that carp, and it's Matt Townend's very own jingly jangly rig. So essentially what you've got is a coated braid section here, which is nice and supple, fairly supple, and that attaches directly to a doubled over bit of fluorocarbon, really stiff material. And essentially what that gives you is a rig, so it's a bottom bait rig, but what it gives you is a piece of material, so wherever the fish comes from, that will twist really effectively, really quickly, and nail the bottom lip. And it has worked really, really well since I've been using it. I've been using it for around a year for my bottom bait rig. bottom baits, sorry. So yeah, that's the rig. I've probably waffled a bit more than I should have done. One thing I have changed recently is I've shortened the length of the coated braid section. I used to fish it quite a lot longer, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit, and it seems that this length is working a lot more effectively for me. So I'm going to leave it at this length and hopefully catch a few more for the winter. But for now, I need to wrap up, get on the road. Good morning. I don't know why I did that. Pressure's good today. The sun is out. It is meant to rain a little later, but it is what it is. But it does feel a little bit nippier today, so I'm hoping we can stay nice and warm. Lots of coffee will have to be the one, and I've had a fresh shave, so the face is feeling cold. Might need to grow the beard out again. We'll have a look at some B-roll things with the camera, and I'll run you through what we do with all the filming side of bits. Well, I don't know how many people this will interest, but in terms of camera stuff, what we use, Sony A7 III. Currently I've got the big boy on, the 150 to 600, because we were getting some close-up of birds on the lake and some ducks. Can't really see, but with the monitor, nothing's level at the moment because I've only just started doing that. Hold on, there he is. With the monitor, it makes a massive difference. What can we zoom in onto? I'll tell you what, let's zoom in onto the old rods. When you've got a big lens like this, you can really get close up on the details, which is nice. So whenever you're trying to get them showing fish out in the lake, or bird life, or any close-ups that, not necessarily close-ups to like rig bits, but close-ups to objects that you can't really get that close to, the big lens is the one. And the monitor itself, Atmos Shinobi 2, big old battery on the back. Don't know what else to say. Mics are on, living the dream. But yeah, got loads of B-roll this morning. We had a lovely sunrise, and now that sun's up, we've lost all the colour. It's interesting, we were saying earlier that when the sun's low, and obviously you have that nice orange glow in the sky, but it really brightens up the colours on the trees, especially this time of year when there's not a great deal of leafage on the trees. The colours are so much more vibrant when the sun is at its lowest. These are things you've got to think about when you are filming stuff. You need to make sure you're in the right place, the right time to get the right bit of content. Otherwise you miss out and the film looks boring. So you've got to think about lots of things. Also, if you're into filming yourselves and you want to fly a drone, make sure you have the right permissions for places. So we can't film here on the drone because there is an airfield nearby, and although we've requested permission, their flight times dictate when we can actually fly a drone here. And unfortunately, because we have little daylight during the winter, those times do not suit us, so we can't fly it. So that's always important to know as well. If you go and just start flying a drone and then whack it up on YouTube, you can get in trouble. Remember that. Well, I'm just stood in the swim, about to do a piece of camera, and Alex is about 45 miles away from me. Clearly, either I smell or he's got to let out a lot of farts and he doesn't want me to hear. Look at him. He actually looks even smaller. You wouldn't even know, if he stood still, you wouldn't even know. He's like a lost child. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna crack on. Well, the last little bit of the vlog, I was telling you about the sunshine, or at least it was sunny. Now we've got fog.
Bloody grim out here.
Cold, grim, and cold.
So I'm not filming Joe's arse. I'm actually looking through his legs to see what we got going on. What have we got going on, Ronnie?
We are taking a look at the new 12mm airball pop-ups, which are coming out in March.
Loads of people have asked for these. They sort of bridge a gap between a 10 and a 15. They're really buoyant as well, so they're perfect for like Ronnie rigs, that sort of thing. But yeah, we're going to do 12mm airball pop-ups in all of the boilie flavours. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for these coming 2025. Well, by the time this vlog's out, it will be 2025.
It will
so
be, won't it?
yeah, March 2025.
Just going off topic, keep the vlog going. Look at the fire over there now.
Oh wow, what is kicking off over there?
I don't know. We've had it all today, haven't we? The last bit of the vlog,
Yeah.
I said how foggy it was. Since then, the sun's come back out and I was smoked out by that thing over there. Doesn't look that good, does it, actually?
No. Doesn't look good.
And the battery died.
Oh dear.
Right back, sorry.
Yeah, these look great.
Right, another morning, and we are heading back over to the hook bait room. Kev should be doing the pinks today. Right, Kevster! Right. Loving the pink, loving the pink. So here we've got the smaller dry room here, and here we have this is the pinks that Kev's already rolled, pink 12s. These are actually tuna, not triplex. They're there waiting to be steamed. He'll steam them all together at once. They generally have a couple of hours before they're steamed, and what that does, that creates a crust on the surface of the hook bait, so that the shape is maintained during steaming. And here we have the white 12s that Kev rolled yesterday. So they're currently in drying. They will go down, they will be bagged up today and down to the potting machine where they get potted and then put onto the dispatch shelves. Right, I am down in the studio today. I look very... Well, that's really bright. Is that any better? Not really, it's too bright. I am down in the media studio today and I have some footage, tank footage to do with zig hook baits and some halo footage. So I thought I would just give you an insight into how that's done, how we light it, camera, etc. Some of you may be interested, so let's crack on and have a look. So here you can see our tank. We have I believe it's a 25 litre tank, might be 30. There's around about 20 litres of water in there. So yes, it is a pain emptying it and refreshing it every shot. But just for hook baits, it's okay. You don't have to do that, unless obviously it's got something like halo on it. So we obviously fill the tank, put our rig in, or a bait, or whichever we're looking at. I generally put a bait in, just a hook bait of some description. You know, even if I'm filming a solid bag, I'll put a little hook bait at the bottom, focus on that, take it out, and then put the bag in so that the camera's already focused. As Joe has already mentioned in the past, we use A7 3s, they're Sony cameras. The lens, this is quite a generic lens that we use. It's a 24-105 f4, and yeah, it's a great lens actually. Really nice lens. There's some lovely glass in that for the price. So yeah, if you're looking for a new lens, definitely consider those. They're very good. And you can pick them up quite cheap second hand too. But yeah, lighting wise, we've got one big LED light for the tank shots. I used to use 2, I've taken it down to 1. These are Lux pads, and They're just, you're not going to see it because it'd be really glary. There's lots and lots of LEDs in there, and that gives us the light. Now these aren't extremely powerful, so we do have to bump our ISO up a little bit in here, which is not too bad on these Sony cameras. They do cope with it quite well. Generally I don't go above 1000 ISO anyway, which these cameras can handle very easily. I also have another small LED light. They're a bit like your old self-take Rhino lights almost, but smaller than that. It's just to give a little bit of highlight onto the side of the hook bait. You can see it here. It looks like it's glaring through the phone, but if I switch the camera on, you can see, I'll just get focus on the back of that. It's just giving a nice sort of like little bit of light onto the bottom of the hook bait, just making it pop a little bit more. And settings wise, as you can see, I've managed to go down to 400 here on on f-stop 4, but I kind of want to increase that a little bit because the hook bait is going to be in focus, but the hook isn't, and it's going to look a bit odd. So I'm just going to increase the f-stop a little bit, which will, but unfortunately that darkens the image, so I will need to just bump the ISO up probably to around 600, and that's looking pretty good, and that should put the hook bait and the hook into focus. And there's nothing really special about what we do. Oops, just kick the light. With the tank, it's quite simply just a backing board. See, we've got a load of product here. This is just product we use regularly, so I keep it behind here. It's just propped up with a couple of old gas cans. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's obviously when you're filming things like solid bags, you might have to do it 2 or 3 times to get the shot you want, or to get something usable. As I say, that can be a bit of a pain with the tank, having to empty it each time. So obviously once you've got a bag melted in there, or you've put some loose feed in there or something like that, you've got to empty it before you do another shot, because you can't just put it on top of the other one, because you'll see the video and go, what the hell have you done there? So yeah, we need it to be fresh and clean every time. But as I say, just for hook baits, you just keep putting a new one in. So for this, I've got a red one in there. I'll now chuck one of the yellow ones in, and then one of the blacks. And these are Zig hook baits coming out early 2025. Keep your eyes out, because yeah, I have to say, I've used these and I'm mega impressed how buoyant they are. As I said, I've got some halo tank images to do, and here you'll see I've got a load, various Northern Specials, coated in halo. They've had several coats put on them, as you would prepping your own hook baits. So, you know, just filming in the tank, it's not just chuck it on and put it in the tank and see what comes out. We do actually go through the process. In this case with the halo, you coat them 3 or 4 times, let it, well, you coat them once, let it dry in, give them another coat after a few days, let that dry in. Once they're dry, add another coat. That way you don't lose any buoyancy, or very little buoyancy is lost. So that's the best way to coat with halo. I mean, my personal ones, I've got around about 5 coats on them. They were, as you can see, not many left in that pot. They were actually my own, those ones, but yeah. So yeah, they're going to go in the tank and get some footage of those once I finish these zigs. Something else that happens down in this studio is voiceovers. You might have heard them on the how-tos and things like that. That is obviously my voice. Sorry, it's a bit monotone, and I'm getting better. But yeah, I'm down here to do that as well, for the bit of footage you saw earlier of Kev rolling, because when I watched the video back, the phone footage back, you couldn't really hear me that well on what I was saying. So I thought I'd do a little voiceover for that. Now normally I'd do that through a laptop and a mic, but for the purpose of this vlog, I think it'd just be a bit more natural to do the voiceover through the phone. So it'll be a case of doing a voice recording and then putting that over the footage in the editing software. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So you would have already seen it. So there you go, that's how it's done. Now before I head up to the office, another product coming out early 2025 we haven't really spoken about yet, and that is Tally Sweet. As the name suggests, it's Tallinn based. Super sweet. Now this is going to be mega. If you make your own hook baits, it'll be mega in nose, but also you can just use it as a coating like you would with the NS1 liquid. But also, I think a real edge will be to use this on zig foam.
Postman Pete. Oh, he's come bearing gifts. You are a real treasure of life. Thank you so much. Have a good Christmas. See you later now. Oh, what a lovely old man that Postman Pete is. Well, let's see what Postman Pete brought for me this Christmas. Oh, he sure has wrapped this up well. Oh, ccmoore! My favourite great brand there is. Let's see what we got in here today. Whoa, look at this lovely little bundle of goodies right here. We've got a ccmoore mug. Oh, no and special limited edition pinks. And some of a new halo. Oh, it's going to be a lovely Christmas. And finally, some lovely stickers to put on your tackle box in the new year. If you want to win this lovely bundle of goodies, all you have to do, comment below and tell us what your favourite fishing memory is from 2024, the year we've just had, and we'll pick our favourite and send you this lovely bundle of goodies out to one lucky winner. Ho ho ho, have a great Christmas everyone. Hey man, how you doing?
Just
Joe, what you got up your nose?
just smelling the live system. Do you know how many I've got in here?
How many?
Enough for a session, I can tell you that. Good 58 boilies in here.
Can you bait it up like that as well? Like, pum,
Yeah.
pum.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah, bait at the edge.
Oh.
You're going to be smelling that literally like for weeks now.
I don't mind that, it's live system. What I would suggest though, don't do that when you've got a cold, because I've just basically snotted all over myself.
Put a couple of tuna ones of it now.
Oh yeah, can't wait.